Hi and welcome to Movies Remastered. Before I start today's video, I just want to say a big thank you to the 100+ people that have subscribed already. It's been a huge help. It's really encouraging me as well, and it's allowed me to change my URL on YouTube. So I'm now youtube.com/Movies Remastered, which is fantastic for me to share on social media, etc. You can help me if you want. That's awesome. But without further ado, let's get into today's video, and I want to show you the editing and fixing of the next scene in The Rise of Skywalker. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to start showing my fixes for Force Awakens and all the other movies that I'm doing, or if you just want me to continue with Rise of Skywalker. There's been lots of different feedback, especially on Reddit. And a few people are complaining that you can't hear my edits because of the soundtrack that I'm using. Now I have to do this because of YouTube's content ID. It just triggers your videos, so I'd end up getting some copyright strikes and takedown notices, and I won't be able to continue this channel if I get too many of them. So I have to, every time there's a score, I have to dip the sound out and do what I'm doing. It's the only way I can get around it. But without further ado, let's just jump into iMovie. Now again, I'm using iMovie to show people how to do this for free and show you how simple it is to do editing like this. So let me have a look. So without making these videos too long, I basically cut out the BB-8, which I'll show you in the fixed video that I'll do next, and I cut the scenes up and put in the mask fixing with Kylo Ren, just to break up the monotony of 3 different scenes with Rey. So we've gone from the chimp fixing now into Rey reading the book. Now this part was frustrating for me. I was in the cinema watching this, and I found this scene really confusing on what they were trying to achieve. Now, if you remember from the end of The Last Jedi, Rey had only just met Poe. They weren't friends. Obviously, Rey and Finn were really good friends. But this whole thing of... No, I'll just play it.
I don't know what in the back. Go! It's on fire! Whole thing's on fire! All of it!
So he's moaning that it's on fire, even though that he did that for all the light speed skipping. And then you got this.
Bad, actually. Really bad.
On ship.
What'd you do to it?
What'd you do to the Falcon?
Falcon's a lot better shape than he is.
And there's just this back and forth. Are they trying to show camaraderie? Are they going to try and are they trying to show banter? Is this how friends really act? I'm not sure. I don't really know what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're trying to achieve. And then she goes up to Finn.
Bad mood. Him.
Always.
And it's just... I don't know. I just don't know. I don't like this scene at all. I don't get anything from this scene. It doesn't build the friendships. It doesn't show you the year or so that's gone by. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that. So I'm going to get rid of it completely. I did try to keep some of it in to try and shorten it, but there's nothing in that scene. There's no dialogue or exposition that is needed. So we're going to go straight from... Rey reading the books. Try and get the clip there before the transition cuts in. There. It's a really quick transition. So left click to select, right click to bring up the menu, left click to split clip. So we're going to go all the way down and cut out this entire scene because it is not needed at all. Where we go? We've gone too far.
What's the message?
So there's no need. So we're going to go from that clip to there. Left click, right click, left click, split. Gone. So, in order for that, I don't know if you heard it. So you can hear the Falcon, and it's a really harsh cut. So what I need to do now is put in a transition. I think I'm going to do a do anything. Be really creative. What are we going to do? Let's go. Let's see what that looks like first. Let's go white right. Yeah. So I want to make that transition a second long. Easily done. And then this part here, let me see. So we want to go into the precise editor. So let's right click on the transition and then bring the precise editor up. So we want, yeah, we don't want any of that. So that's that clip. So just drag it over to this point here, and then that won't be a problem. And this one here, that's about the clip we want. We want to bring that over to the line there. Perfect. And I think that's great. Right, let's just give that a quick look. Lovely. I like that. Okay, so we've got the music on the second clip, which is totally fine, but I want to make the sound of the Falcon overlap so you can hear that. So we're just gonna, again, so I can show you a bigger wave file, I'm just gonna trim that off there. You can do it in other ways, but I'm just making it a lot clearer for you to see. Move that down a bit. There you go. So we've got the Falcon noise there. So I want to cut that just before you hear the come on. So it's about here. Let's try. Perfect. So now we've trimmed that clip, I just want to fade it out. So I'm going to fade it out to the beginning of the clip there, and it goes past the transition. Let's see if I can turn it up a little bit. Perfect. Didn't have to muck about with that at all. So they then call Ray over. There's none of the banter, none of the, I mean, it gave me like this real tense anxiety, like shut up, I couldn't stand that banter, whatever it was. So it goes from here.
We've decoded the intel from the First Order spot.
Straight into that scene, and I like that loads more. So here we go. This bit is a bit mad. So again, there's music in it, so I'm gonna have to cover up this the tracks, but we're gonna try and do the best way that we can without getting a copyright strike. Let's do this.
Wait, do we believe this?
It cannot be. The Emperor is dead.
Now again, that part. Secrets, cloning, secrets only the Sith knew, or whatever. I'm gonna take out this whole secrets only the Sith knew. I think it's stupid.
Wait, do we believe this?
It cannot be. The Emperor is dead. Cloning.
So I'm gonna take up to cloning.
Dead. Cloning.
Just gonna take it up to cloning and get rid of that.
Secrets only the Sith knew. He's been planning his revenge.
So then we're gonna go straight to this part. There. Get rid of that secrets only the Sith knew. See how that works.
Dead. Cloning. He's been planning his revenge. His followers have been building something for years.
I think I'm gonna bring that over a little bit more.
Wait, do we believe this?
It cannot be. The Emperor is dead. Cloning. He's been planning.
Cloning. That's good. So with the sound, the cut is fine,
He's been planning.
but the sound isn't. So we're going to bring this over, and we're going to detach the audio from there, and we're going to try and blend these two sounds. So let's make this one as big as possible.
He's been.
So there. Blend that over there. So
He's been planning his.
So we're going to shorten this. I think I'm going to bring this over here. Yep, I'm going to shorten this. So we're just going to make it so it looks like they've looked from him and then look straight over.
He's been planning.
Oh, and also want to fade out the original clip. So the first clip is fading out and the second clip is fading in. And all you need to do is just put that little fade in there.
He's been
Just want to shorten this part. In fact, that whole bit can come out.
He's been planning his revenge.
Let's have a listen.
He's been planning his cloning. He's been planning his revenge.
Nice. So then,
Planning his
so once I've done that part, I just want to continue. I can't think of what else I've got to cut out. Hang on a sec. All this is pretty good so far. I like this part.
Palpatine's been after all this time. Pulling the string.
Now this part I hate. This whole Palpatine pulling the strings, he's been around all the time. Rubbish, don't like it. Gonna get rid of it.
Pulling the string.
So we're gonna go from here.
All this time.
So all this time.
This time.
You can just, you want to cut it just before all this time. Just before he tightens up his mouth. So you can gonna cut it there. And I want to cut out this.
Pulling the strings.
Always in the shadows from the very beginning.
No! They even got Leia spouting this rubbish. Okay. No. So we're going to go straight to the girls. There. So we're going to trim that. Left click, right click to select. Get rid of that section and see it. See what it sounds like first.
If we want to stop.
Nice. So.
All this time.
If we want to stop.
So we're just going to go from here. Again, we want to just trim the end of this off just so I can show you the WAV file quicker. Or WAV file. And then we just want to bring this in. See if it makes any. We want to blend the top, fade the top one out and blend the second one in. So we're just going to fade that top bit and blend that one in.
If we want.
You can hear Leia there, so just trim it a little bit shorter.
If
still can hear Leia. Just take it to about there. That's as big as it'll go.
If we
just hear it pop.
If
why are you being a pain in the butt? So what I'm also going to do is cut the top section out, detach the audio there, make that a bit longer, make this one a bit shorter, and again I'm going to do the press the R, hold the R down to select the part that I'm going to now trim, and I'm going to put in some keyframes. I think it's just going to make that audio a little bit tighter, and I can undo. I can just trim it in a little bit easier that way. Let's have a listen.
if we want to.
Again, that's still too much, so we want to go like that, a little bit further up on the first clip. Try not to confuse the two. I always leave the first clip above the second clip, just so I remember which audio is coming from which clip.
If we want to.
Nice. Let's have a listen.
After all this time.
If we want to stop it.
And it now looks like the girls are looking at Poe, and you don't have to have all of the layer speech and the pulling the strings. I didn't like that at all, so I'm just going to get rid of that, and it goes straight into Mars.
If we want to stop him, we must find him. We must find Exegol.
General, can I speak with you?
Which is all totally fine. Absolutely. I much prefer that, just to take out this whole forced. Palpatine's really been around all this time. Trust me, we've just had a message. He's definitely been pulling the strings. Nope. So now, I really like the rest of that scene. It's totally fine. We're going to go straight up to where Kylo Ren was having his mask sorted. Let's have a look. Let's keep going all the way up here. Keep going up here. This is lovely. And this scene here, this is what I was talking about.
On with you. do? You get that compressor fixed?
I need to go alone.
Yeah, along with friends.
It's
That alone is enough to show they've built friendship and they're willing to risk their life. So all of that banter and argument and all whatever that scene was before, it's completely unnecessary. So we've got enough progression and the fact that these guys are willing to risk their life for Rey now. So it already shows that build of trust and continuation of friendship, I think. Actually, I think I'm going to leave the video there because it's that scene that's ended. So and then I can do a fixed scene and then go on to the Kylo Ren in another video. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. Like I say, I will be doing a fixed video next. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. That gives me more encouragement so I can continue doing what I'm doing. Also subscribe, as I'm now trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Here's some links if you haven't seen my older videos. If not, good luck trying any of these edits yourself, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.